Welcome everyone. This is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Tonight, I want to talk about something very important, not only for tabletop RPGs, it is of great importance for so many activities that you have to carry out with others. This is about attendance and punctuality in tabletop role-playing games. And there are some nuances that connects attendance and punctuality to role-playing in a fictional setting. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not an unreasonable video. There could be moments when emergencies happen and the person is not able to attend the session or arrives a bit late, right? Sometimes there are health issues. There could be things at work that the person had no control over, like one of those meetings that last for who knows how long. They overextend the meeting. There could be traffic jams or accidents and whatnot, right? That's understandable. But just pay attention to our current times. We have so many ways of contacting others to let them know. We have phones, we have the internet, we have Discord, we have email, we have WhatsApp, we have Steam, if that's the way you communicate with others, right? You never know how you use whatever you use to communicate with others. This could also apply to when you play video games, when you decided to have a video game session, right? Just so many ways to get in contact with others. And it's so easy to message or text someone. So it's very important to have the decency to let the other players know when there is a setback. Just think about it. We are coming together in tabletop RPGs. We are gathering to explore amazing, unimaginable worlds, incredible worlds. We have taken the time to sort through our busy schedule, navigating our way through our professions, our trades, our duties, time spent with family and friends outside of the hobby, and our own personal time with other activities, other hobbies, research, learning, study, whatever. Enjoying other forms of entertainment. This group of people, they have gathered together, they have done their best to save some this moment, this period, this instance, to come together and create that incredible fantasy, using the power of their imagination to start interacting with a world that is not there. And yet it feels so real. And you're going to tell me that you won't have the respect or the decency to show up in time, or if there is a setback, to inform the others, or if there are constant setbacks, trying to remedy something to keep that from happening. If you suddenly find yourself always arriving 20, 30 minutes late to the session, do something about it. Figure out if you can organize your day better, or tell the game master and the other players, could we move the session to 20, 30, 40 minutes later, whatever, right? And like I said, this doesn't always happen. There are emergencies, there are these events that you simply couldn't see them coming. Like I said, so many accidental things, or even surprising incidental things, right? This could also apply to like if we were to extend this to YouTube, role playing games in YouTube, collaborations and whatnot, or for anything else. Projects, projects that you do with one or other, one or more people. Keep in touch. You have no excuse. You can use email, you can use your phone, whatever, text messaging. You can contact the others and tell them, hey, I won't be able to do this or that, or hey, I am going to be able to participate tomorrow, or yes, whatever, you know. And now I'm saying this because I actually had three people telling me of how in separate groups they had to let go people because they were inconsistent. They didn't show up in time. And at the very least, two of them, they didn't inform the others. That is the ultimate disrespect. This current, I don't know if you should call it even a culture. It's not a culture. It's an anti-culture. There is this tendency of ghosting everybody. The moment you ghost someone, you cut contact. You are treating that person as a non-player character, as someone that it doesn't matter to you. So you also have to be just as ruthless. If people start to do that to you, don't don't even consider that person. Drop that person from the group if necessary, because they are disrespecting you and the others. Value yourself and the others at the table. And like I said, this could apply to anything, to jobs, to other hobbies, to whatever. Collabs. If they suddenly cut contact and they don't inform you, that is the most selfish thing. Those NPCs, they really think that we do not experience challenges and hardships in our everyday life. This is not a fucking competition. We all have to deal with various things, and we are doing our best to keep in touch to make it happen. So people do not have excuses. Consider that. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was informative and entertaining. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, in fact, just join as a member, use the super thanks button, like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. I was also going to say, and if you have already set a date and time for the session, and suddenly you cancel it for another thing, well, that speaks pretty much about how you don't give a damn about the person or the group that you stood up, that you ghosted, or that you canceled your word. There is great value to words. If you start doing that, people will no longer trust you. They know that you're not a person of your word. Sometimes it is difficult to keep it, but you should do your very best to keep your word. It's more valuable than anything. You could even say that your future is shaped by the things that you say. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, or the things that you do not say, right? The things that you do not say. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, in tabletop role playing games, you are not telling stories about your characters. You are experiencing the game world as your characters. Once again, thank you and see you later.